Hello YouTube, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. So if you're new here and you like strongman content, please consider subscribing. So today is week 7, day 2 of my accumulation block, mainly lower body day. So I'm starting off here with some hamstring curls just to start off. Notice that I'm quick on the concentric and then I go slowly on the eccentric. So this is the third and final set. Just 65 kilos, so just nice lightweight. Going to be doing some snatch grip deadlift shortly, so I don't want to push this too much. So just 3 sets of 8 on the hamstring curls. I'd already done 5 minutes on the stationary bike and done my MST Big 5, which is basically like a prep for the warm-up basically, where I do some curl-ups and then some planks and then bird dogs and a few other bits just to prepare my body for the workout ahead. But I don't normally film the prep that I do, although I have done it before in the past and you can find that on my channel. So today doing snatch grip deadlifts. My previous personal best on snatch grip deadlifts was 285 kilos or 628 pounds, and I've slept well. I had over 8 hours sleep and I was feeling good, so I thought, well, I'll try 290. I was a bit naughty today. The workout for today called for me to do 15 sets of 3 reps on snatch grip deadlift at 70%, which is 200 kilos. But instead of that, as well as that, I also went for a 1 rep max on snatch grip deadlifts as well. 180 was feeling really good. So now we're on 5 plates aside, 220. I am using a wide stance here, just like Brian Shaw style really, and making sure that my hands are outside the rings so that it is a snatch grip deadlift. This bar that I'm using is a deadlift bar. It's quite a bit wider than a stiff bar. Because if you watch when I do snatch grip deadlifts on the stiff bar, you'll notice that my hands are closer to the weights, but here my hands seem further away from the weights, and the reason for that is quite simply because this bar is a bit longer than a traditional Olympic stiff bar. So now we're on 6 plates aside, 260 kilos, and yeah, this felt alright. And if this had have been hard, I probably would have just left it there. But this moved all right, and it was at that moment, there we are, without a hitch, 260, that moved okay. I was quite happy with that. So it was at that point that I knew that 290 was going to be there. However though, 290 was harder than it should have been, as you'll see now. I think what it was is I took quite a nonchalant approach to it really. I wasn't really fired up or anything, and my mind wasn't quite right, and I wasn't really aggressive enough on the initial pull. So as you can see here, it slows a little bit, and I had a feeling I was going to fail, so that's where I kicked in with the aggressiveness and managed to lock it out. It was harder than I wanted to do it, where I felt like I could have done a little bit more, but that 290 pretty much was the limit. So I was going to say I don't know what went wrong there, but I think I do. I think it was just a case of I just wasn't aggressive enough. I don't think I took it too seriously really. I thought I was going to walk it, to be honest, and it was a little bit of a hard pull off the floor because I just wasn't aggressive enough. So once it got moving, it almost felt like it was going to stall, so that's when I kicked in the aggressiveness and was able to push through and lock it out. So with that 290 done, now I'm moving to my multiple sets of triples. So if you've been following my videos, you'll see that the other week I did 8 sets of triples with snatch grip deadlift for 200, and I've got to admit I hated that really. It felt really hard. But that was just a taster, because I knew that this week coming I would have to do 15 sets, and I wasn't looking forward to this. I've been really dreading this because I know it's going to be tough. But you know what the funny thing is that because I did the 290, now that I've dropped down to 200, this actually didn't feel too bad actually. 200, this actually felt comfortable, even all 15 sets. I mean, it wasn't easy. I managed to get all this done. I'm actually amazed I managed to get all this done in like 40 or so minutes. I literally had like 2 minutes rest in between each set. So we're on the 4th drop set now. And because when I did it before, it just felt hard really. I don't know whether I was having an off day, but after doing the 290, dropping down to 200, yeah, this actually felt alright. I was actually pleasantly surprised. This didn't feel too bad, and I had 2 minutes rest in between sets as well. So it was pretty much like doing cardio really. It was very tough, very hard to get through. I must admit I was actually contemplating just doing 10, because I figured, well, you know, I've done 290 kilos already, so surely that's enough volume. But I thought, you know what, I'm not going to pussy on this. I'm going to follow it through. The program calls for 15 sets of 3, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I just gritted and put my head down and just got on with it. And it was hard, but I've got to admit I did feel great after I'd done it. You know, I do feel like I've accomplished something. 15 sets of 3 on deadlifts, it is a lot of volume. I've now got to recover from this, but everything's been alright lately. I've been getting my water in, I've been getting my sleep in, food as well. Everything's been on point, and training's been going well. A couple of days ago I did pressing, log press 280 kilos for 4 reps, and incline press. Everything's been good at the moment so far. So really pleased with the way that training has been going. I was actually amazed that I managed to get this all done in under 4 hours, because after this I had a load of assistance work to do as well, as you'll see on the video. Safety bar squats, lat pull downs behind the neck, one arm rows, biceps and grip. So a lot of stuff to do in one workout. But I managed to get it all done, so that's the main thing. Tomorrow I'm going to take a rest, and then it's going to be strict log and some front squats, and the front squats are going to be with 3-second pauses, so that's all going to be tough. I'm actually putting my fingers up just to show what set I'm on, just to show that I really did 15 sets, and it's just not the same video over and over 15 times. I think this is the most amount of this is set 10. This is the most amount of volume I've ever done on deadlift in one single day. Almost 25,000 pounds of volume. So a lot of work, a lot to recover from, a lot to get through. So with the safety bar squats that's coming up next, the protocol for that was just 3 sets of 8, and I've finished up with 165 for 8. So this is set number 12 now. 3 more to go after this. With the exception of the 290, none of it was to failure. I would have liked the 290 was harder than it should have been. I would have liked it to have moved easier than that, but hey ho, it is what it is. I think it would have moved easier, but like I say, it's just the way it went, but there we are. I'm coming towards the end of this accumulation block, and I've got one more week to do, which will be week 8. I am going to do another accumulation block and then do a peaking block. The next accumulation block that I'm going to do is going to be very similar to this one, but I'm going to change a few things around. So instead of doing snatch grip deadlifts, I'm probably going to do deficit deadlifts and try and finish the next accumulation block where I finish on a 5 rep max. Because if I can do that, hopefully that will give me a good idea of where I'm at, so that hopefully I can, when I do the peaking phase, I can peak correctly and get that 320 kilo deadlift that I've been chasing for quite a while now. I really want to get it this year to deadlift over 700 pound. Been a big goal of mine for a while. So set 15 now, last one, and yeah, all felt good. So this is the last set now. So after this, safety bar squats, lat pull downs, single arm rows, and then biceps and grip. So a very successful workout. I managed to get done everything I needed to do.